this is going to be very, very brief, but I'm seeing a lot of anguish around the fact that the celebrities are not speaking out. That black celebrities are not speaking out about the current crisis that we see ourselves in. And what I want to say to the black community is that you should be thanking your lucky stars that they are not. Because as we know, celebrities are not leaders. You've been being bamboozled to have these celebrities thinking that they got your best interests at heart. Also, these celebrities have no sort of sociology background, psychology background, any type of background, no history backgrounds to even be qualified to help you strategize as a black community. They have no interest in seeing you practice any form of self-sufficiency. So one of the things that we have done to our detriment is put up these black celebrity elites on this pedestal to look for their guidance when these people are in some very deep stuff that they basically, for what I really think, they probably make a pact to not help your black ass. They probably, if they when they get all that kind of money, I think they might have to sign something on the line that say they ain't gonna help. So all I'm saying is wake up and stop thinking that these celebrities are going to magically lead the way. They're going to lead you to hell, if anything. Okay? So some celebrities, they are the real deal. You know, you have, the Ice Cube and, and even some, they may not say nothing, but they do a lot. But again, they're not the go-to that you need. Everybody need to be leading themselves, for one. Everybody need to have a certain set of philosophy, culture, code of conduct, as you want to call it, collective consciousness, and that needs to be the centerfold of our leadership. It's not going to be one person. Y'all got to get out of that. Y'all really got to get out of it. Where's our leaders? Where's so-and-so? Where's whoever? You got to look to yourself, and the code of conduct or the collective consciousness has to be so concrete and rational and feasible that y'all automatically know what to do, know how to do it, know what you want to see. So that's why you have to set objectives. Those objectives need to be things that can be measured, things that are tactical, things that are action oriented, not just pie in the sky objectives like we want to see freedom. No, that's not an objective. An objective such as we need to have a certain amount of land. We need to buy a certain, you have to set those objectives that are very concrete and things that are tangible. And I'll be doing some videos on this type of information, but the celebrities, y'all can forget that. They not coming. They weren't gonna come. And it's as simple as that. So I see y'all up in arms about the Trina situation. When she says about when she was calling the looters, not even looter, the black protesters and white protesters animals, and the vitriol that she was saying it with. I mean, so much vitriol and so much hatred, and that was a lot deeper. Because again, she grew up in the hood, so she saw some dysfunction. So a lot of those women that be talking like that, they already have like a disdain because of the shit that they saw growing up. And even when you hear me talk, I seem like I'm coming real hard, at the black community, which I'm not. Anybody that really assess what I'm saying, they know that there's still love there, but there's just no nonsense, and that I still just put myself first. I'm not going to sacrifice myself for anybody. So that's where, we part ways as far as what you would hear traditionally about people who speak on the black plight in the black community. But as far as with Trina, obviously I don't excuse anything she said, and she sounds like she To me, it sounds like how Trick was saying that you taking it personal. Like her friend's store got burnt down, and she literally took that as an attack on her and her friend. You know, and people that she may know that own businesses. So, of course, it was extremely ignorant. It lacked nuance, and I mean, but what do you expect? I mean, she's a girl from the hood, and you know, she did the rapping, and what was that one song? You ain't no Nan. Remember that song? I think it was called Nan. You don't know Nan that can do the things I do, sell this ass like I do, and do this stuff that I do. You don't know Nan, bitch. That can suck the cum from the back and lick the dick and all. She was talking like that. Y'all really expect some really? I mean, again, I'm not judging what nobody doing, you know, in the bed, but I'm saying she done broadcast it to the world. You don't know Nan. And what was the other song? What was it? Look Back at It. I mean, come on. I was in high school listening to Look Back at It. Not so much that I heard my friends listen, and then the lyrics was just so that, I mean, my mind was just like, who is that? And they were like, Trina. So I'm like, oh, okay. But you know, so I mean, this is the thing she has. She does the rapping to put the food on the table for her. Okay, and that's it. She not no damn leader. She not educated. She's just a nigga trying to survive like the rest of us, and got lucky with Trick, made her money, you know, and probably saw a lot of bullshit growing up from in the hood. Probably saw mad dysfunction, black men doing her dirty. From what the way her song, she said she be so ass in the Ain't Nan song. Remember, she said, "You don't know Nan, bitch. That'll sell as much ass as me. Did it as me." So she probably was a prostitute. She probably was getting robbed by niggas. Like, seriously, like she was getting robbed, and probably like the way that she was talking sound like there was so much things that had happened to her from niggas. It sounded like she had been put through the ringer, and she projected what she went through and the things, you know, she projected the dysfunction onto those protesters who are actually trying to send a message. They're trying to bring awareness. They are fed up and they're tired. So my thing is, when black men was lollygagging and not doing shit, you know, we had something to say. I certainly had something to say when they weren't standing up, and they weren't, you know, they get knocked up inside the head and they want to pull out the phones and record and do stupid shit and never stand up for themselves. So when they do, and mind you, it's not like we own any of this shit. So when they do decide to go and tear something up and try to get a little something back, they was running up in the Louis Vuitton store, running out with $10,000 worth of damn Louis Vuitton. And yes, I was jealous. I'm not gonna lie, because, you know, I saw them going out the Apple store. This stuff is really expensive, as you know. And you know, with the pandemic and stuff, I'm not bold enough to do that. Like, I'm just not, you know. So though I'm not judging, I'm just not bold. And I will have to say that when I saw them running out of the Apple store on TV and shit, when I see them on TV, well, on YouTube rather, because I don't have a TV, but I'm on YouTube, and I'm seeing them run out the Apple store with 6 damn laptops and iPhones, and running out of Hermes, and running out of, you know, you'd be like, you know, I'm not materialistic either, but it was just like, damn, I actually need a new computer, you know. So I'm like, dang, like, those people are so lucky. You know, and they're running out of my favorite stores. You know, I love Target. I used to go to like Target just to do like just shopping, just, you know, just getting like hair products and makeup and, you know, all types of stuff. I love Target's purses. You know, so when I see those people, whites and blacks, it wasn't just black folk, it actually was majority white, running out with lamps and damn comforters and damn pillows and everything you could find. I was one white lady, she had 3 lamps in her hand, you know, and they running out, they getting everything they can find up in these stores, and it is what it is. They you know, people was hungry. They were hungry. They was stealing covers. They might not even have a cover, for all you know. So they stole it for a reason. Is what I see. You know, and they was getting from what I saw. They were getting clothing. You know, what's the basics? Food, clothing, and shelter. So I saw them getting clothing from Hermes and Louis Vuitton. I saw them getting clothing from Gucci. They were getting clothes to put on their bags. For all you know, it's the pandemic. The pandemic is you know what I mean? Like, they probably lost everything and they needed an outfit to change into. Can't even get it out straight. you know, niggas gonna do what they do. So all I'm saying is, we gotta, y'all, the celebrities, cut that out. They have been leading you literally down a hellhole psychologically, and you haven't done anything because you've been so pacified. So, you know, it is what it is. Like, you got some that's gonna speak the truth. You know, you got some that put their money where their mouth is and really been helping out. You know, you do. But most of them are not. So with people like Trina, you know, y'all gotta eat that and y'all just gotta be like, okay, man. But, you know, she got dragged. And then she comes out the next day and say that that she didn't mean it like that, and that what did she say? That she's the black folk. She's black too, and she's black, you know. So everybody always what's it called? Backpedal and pussy pop once, you know, the backlash come. And Trick was trying to save her because he already had knew, dude, you talking too much. You about to end it all. You about to risk it all. Shut up, because we already know. You already know how black people can get if you criticize, let alone criticize for something that is actually legit. You know, because sometimes we get sensitive over something that's actually legitimately cause for a critique. But imagine, you know, the one time you get fed up after 400 years and just decide to go hit up a damn store. Imagine, you know, you getting critiqued for that, for getting hungry, you know, and wanting to go and getting scared that you're gonna go hungry, and you just go into the store and you pick some food out after seeing all these killings and stuff, and you don't know if you could be next. That's how I see it. You don't know if you could be next, right? So when the George Floyd situation happened, and you don't know if you could be the next one, you're already stuck in your house hungry, or even a lot of black people homeless in Atlanta, and homeless period. You know, I think they're in Miami, not Atlanta, but they're homeless in Miami, I believe. You know, it's a lot. So for all you know, they could have just been hungry, needed one extra pair of outfit, they needed a laptop to get on the laptop. You know, so shit. That's how I see it. Am I bold enough to do it? No. But look, people, you know, they tired worldwide, and it is what it is. So I would say, start working on your strategy. Start working on don't get technique confused with strategy. I'll do a video on the difference between technique and strategy. Your protesting and that marching is a technique. That is not strategy. So you have not come up with any strategy for 100 years, and I think it's because you don't but guess what? Whole global corporations and institutions don't know what strategy planning is. So don't feel like you're getting ashamed. There's actually like whole books on literally strategy planning. Okay, and you know, we'll talk about these books and all these things, because the books that I'm talking about, they're linked to, you know, the business world and corporations, because I'm telling you, strategy planning always gets confused. People always use techniques and methods for strategy all the time. You know, humans are not naturally strategic unless you are like in the military or something, you know, because strategy actually comes from the Greek word strategia, which means to lead the army, I believe. To lead the army. I'll get, when I do the video on it, I'll actually like double check my citation and resources, and we'll get it and have more concrete information, because that's definitely not what this video is about. The video is about, please don't depend on these celebrities. Look to yourself as the leader. Develop a collective consciousness, objectives. What do you want your code of conduct to be? Your philosophy that you're rolling with. And we've had some real hitters back in the day. They used to come up with stuff like this for us, and you didn't want to follow them. You wanted to follow the Martin Luther Kings and integrate and be able to sit, in the movies and the malls and stuff with other people who clearly don't like you. So we a lot of the information that's already out there is actually squandered and hidden now. There's like literally books on what will our culture be, written by black men in their 20s. They dead now, but they were like on the cuff, so I'm not even talking about like, oh, Malcolm X and Stokely Carmichael and Bobby, what's his name, Bobby Hayes. Oh God, it kills me. Not Huey P. Newton. It was the other one. It was another Black Panther that was like pretty well. No, Bobby Seale. That's what I want to say. Yeah, Bobby Seale. I believe. I can't remember. But we talking about, it was like a lot of these black college students that was writing stuff, like writing philosophies and writing all types of stuff, and nobody really cared about that. Nobody cared about strategy planning. So here we are, 2020. You're gonna be doing a lot of things from scratch, I'm telling you. And you're gonna need, and you have to accept this. Black activists have told me 70% of the black population cannot be saved. They are a hindrance, and we must abandon them. I said it might have been 30. So I don't know what the number is, but I'm telling you now, it's gonna be a lot that you cannot ever, promise me, ever spend your time dealing with and being around and letting sabotage your progress. You need to get a code of conduct. You need to stick with it. You need to understand that most of us are gone for good, as as that guy said, for the way he said that in that video. They're going for good. There is nothing you can do, and you should be happy that the universe will take care of that and rid that corrupted DNA out of our bloodline and out of our race. And if you feel offended, you might be talking about you. But if you understand what I'm saying, you know that you are a God being, a light being, who's ready to ascend their consciousness, ready to work with one another. You love yourself, and you love knowledge, you love wisdom, you love the black woman, you love black children. If you are fitting in that category, I'm obviously not talking about you. You're willing to build. Obviously, I'm not talking about you. So, but you do need to accept that many of us are not going to make it, and you should not care one bit. You should not care, not one bit. Stop trying to convince black men that they need to do this for you. Let them go. Like, let whoever don't want to be on board, let it rock. You shouldn't care, not one bit. Okay, so blow your steam at Trina for tell Trina what she shouldn't have been saying, and move on, because you're going to hear a lot of celebrities say stupid shit like that. You are going to be, and a lot of celebrities are thinking like that. They just not saying it because they know that y'all gonna drag them and cancel them. So it's not just her that think that. Trust me. I think Trick genuinely does not think like that. Like, I could tell from his energy that he don't think like that. He said some stupid shit in the past, but his actions, who he, as far as who he's dated, who he's married, things, he's just a rapper too. He just living his life, So I don't think he, I think he was genuine when he was saying what he said. But Trina, she just, she does the crazy vulgar raps singing in a rap lyric. So what do you expect? So that's all I'm gonna leave you with. No more putting these weirdo celebrities on a pedestal. They are puppets. They do not care about nothing that got to do with you, unless you want to buy and stream something on one of these streaming sites. Unless would it come to a concert or a movie, or some paying for their music. That's it. And you want to really rethink that as well. You want to rethink everything, because everything is a mess, and you now seeing everything for what it is, that you've been played, you've been bamboozled. Everybody's puppets. Everybody is fake. There's no solidarity. You've been lied to. Everybody is up there looking like, what are we gonna do? So now you have this rage. So now you have to transmute that. You have to have that transmutation period of how you turn that rage to actually building a better society. And you have to look for you to that. You how you think this is going to end is not, or else you're going to be on the same hamster wheel. If you want to be on a hamster wheel, go ahead. You want to learn anything? You want to learn from history? Go ahead. I don't say I didn't warn you. So that's it for today. Stay well, love yourself, stay safe. Please stay safe. Check out the videos of things to do while having fun, and the things to do to have fun during, this pandemic, and check all that stuff out. And I'll talk to you later. And Black woman, I love you. Keep your head up. Keep doing your thing. And let's link up. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye.